back. We have with us Aam Aadmi Party leader Atishi on the CBI raids that are being conducted at Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia's house. Atishi, if you're with us, what is your first reaction? The Aam Aadmi Party is questioning the timing of these raids.
See, I think it's very clear that on the day after New York Times, the world's biggest newspaper, publishes and praises the Delhi model of education on the front page of their international edition, you have a raid that happens on the home of the education minister and the deputy chief minister. So it is very clear that the Bharatiya Janata Party and their central government cannot tolerate the kind of recognition that the Aam Aadmi Party government is getting, that the Delhi model of governance is getting across the country and across the world. And this is pure vendetta politics that is going on. However, any kind of investigation can happen, any kind of probe can happen, as many number of raids can happen. Not a single rupee of corruption will be seen in any of the policies of the Aam Aadmi Party government.
Atishi, the BJP has also been saying that this Lieutenant Governor had recommended a probe back in July. So we're just conducting that. It's just procedure is what the Bharatiya Janata Party is saying.
Yes, it's absolute procedure that since 7 years, since the Aam Aadmi Party government has been formed in Delhi, it's surely just procedure that as on today, more than 150 cases have been registered against MLAs, leaders, ministers of Aam Aadmi Party. You show me one single party, one single government that has so many cases that have been registered against it. It is very clear that the Bharatiya Janata Party cannot tolerate the kind of recognition that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Arvind Kejriwal government is getting across the world. And this is the reason why that this vendetta politics is going on. But as I said, any kind of investigation may be done, any kind of probe may be done. Not one single rupee of corruption will be found in any of the actions of the Aam Aadmi Party government. Because this is not the first time a case has happened. This is not the first time a raid has happened. The Chief Minister's office has been raided. The Deputy Chief Minister's residence has been raided.
Right.
The Law Minister's residence has been raided. And yet after all this time and all these matters, not one single conviction has happened. Why is that? It is because of the honesty of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Right. We also saw the Health Minister, Mr. Satyendra Jain, being arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, the BJP is really saying what was the controversy between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP on the excise policy. And they're saying there's serious lapses there and that's just what we need to investigate.
Now, as I said, any investigation is welcome. Any kind of investigation can be done. But it is very clear that this investigation is a vendetta. It is vendetta against the recognition that the Aam Aadmi Party is getting. It is vendetta against the fact that both nationally and internationally, the work that has been done by Aam Aadmi Party is being appreciated. But yes, let any investigation be carried out. This is not the first of these investigations. So many of these investigations have happened.
Right.
But that is not going to prevent Aam Aadmi Party and the Delhi government from doing the good work that it is doing.
Right. In fact, we just had a former DGP on the show who was telling us that there needs to be some homework before such searches, and Manish Sisodia should have been informed about these searches being conducted. He should have been talked to before this. So did that happen at all, or were you completely surprised with these raids this morning?
See, the central government in its vendetta against the Aam Aadmi Party does not believe in following any procedure. As I said, that this is more like, as on date, more than 150 cases have been done against Aam Aadmi Party leaders since 2015. So are you trying to tell me that this is purely procedure? Of course it is not.
Right.
Has any investigation been done on the Bundelkhand Expressway, which was inaugurated by the Prime Minister and within 5 days was found to be broken? No investigation has been done. And the investigation is opened against the Education Minister and Deputy Chief Minister the very day after he's on the front page of the New York Times. Really?
Right.
Are they trying to tell me that this is purely procedural?
Right. In fact, that was a procedure that the former DGP was also questioning here. And he also mentioned that there are some recourse, some relief that can be available to the Aam Aadmi Party. They can approach the Chief Justice, they can approach the courts. So is that a stand that your party is going to take? Are you going to take any action against these raids against your leaders?
See, as I said, they can do as many raids as they want. They can do any kind of investigation that they want. But not 1 rupee of corruption will come across. We welcome any investigation. Let them do any kind of investigation. But it is also very clear to the entire country that this is vendetta politics against the recognition that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Arvind Kejriwal government is getting across the country and across the world.
Right. So since you say it is intimidation and vendetta politics, will the party at any point of time decide to approach any court against this?
See, as I said, we don't mind any. Let the investigation happen. We are very confident about the fact that there is not 1 single rupee of corruption in any policy of the Aam Aadmi Party government.
Right. So you're saying you have no problem with the investigation and the searches being conducted. They could go on for as long as the Central Bureau of Investigation likes.
Yes, absolutely. And the whole country is watching, and the whole country can see the fact that the BJP government at the center cannot tolerate the way the Aam Aadmi Party is growing, the fact that it is expanding across the country, and the fact that it is getting recognition in different parts of the country and the world.
Right. And on the excise policy, really, what's your response on the allegations that were put up by the Lieutenant Governor? We know that the Aam Aadmi Party even took back the policy and withdrew the policy after the LG's accusations.
See, it was the Bharatiya Janata Party and its MCD and its DDA which did not allow the excise policy to succeed. In fact, the Aam Aadmi Party, the Delhi government had in fact written to the CBI to investigate the role of the Lieutenant Governor in preventing the success of the excise policy from happening. As I said, any kind of investigation can be done. Not 1 single rupee of corruption will be found by the CBI or any other investigating agency.
Right.